So you're thinking about moving to Tucson, Arizona. Well, in this video, today we're going to go over Marana, Arizona. We're going to talk a lot about Marana. I'm going to show you around a little bit, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about Tucson, Arizona, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Tucson, Arizona. My name is Trisha Kay, my partner Carter, the team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help in making their move to Tucson, and we love it. So whether you're moving in 3 days or 3 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'll be happy to help you make a smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. Like I said, today we're going over Marana, Arizona. Now I'll tell you, Marana has just over 50,000 people that live here. Marana is spread out both on the east and the west side of the I-10 freeway, and today we're going to go to both sides. I'm going to take you to some homes, I'm going to show you these homes, and then I'm going to drive you around the neighborhood so you can get a feel just what these areas are like. We'll also go over the neighborhood a little bit so you can get a feel for what that's like as well. So the first one we're going to go to is out in Gladden Farms. Now Gladden Farms is on the west side of the I-10 freeway, and it's out a little bit far, but it's a master plan community, lots and lots of families and schools out there. They have an elementary school out there, and they're growing. That's one of the fastest places. Marana in general is one of the fastest places growing in Tucson, but they're still building new homes out there. The next place we're going to go is Soro Bloom, and Saguaro Bloom is another master plan community. It's a little closer in. It's still on the west side of the I-10 freeway, but it's really close to shopping and restaurants and all that stuff, but it's growing beautiful. There's lots of these hilly mountains behind me, like you can see these rocky, cliffy saguaro type mountains out there. Beautiful developments, lots of parks. It's well planned with grass and trees because you know it's desert out here, so it's really nicely planned, and they're developing it beautifully. Like I said, there's still builders out there building new homes, different builders, so it's definitely worth checking out. I'll show you around there. And then lastly, we're going to go to Dove Mountain, which I love Dove Mountain. Dove Mountain is located on the east side of the I-10 freeway. And Dove Mountain, you're driving up into the Tortolita Mountains. So the views are beautiful. It's rocky, chunky saguaros. The Ritz-Carlton's up there. You know they don't build that in an ugly area. It's just a really nice location. It's quick to get to Oro Valley. It's quick to get into Marana for shopping. It's just a great location. And it's kind of, the roads are kind of ahead of their time in that they've built a really nice, easy, uncrowded road to get to the freeway. It's just a straight shot. So it really is a nice location. They have a couple of 55 and older communities in there and lots of family communities as well. So we're going to check that out. I'll show you the house, drive you around the neighborhood so you can get a little feel of Dove Mountain as well. And we're going to go do all that right now. So here I am in Gladden Farms. I stopped at one of the parks, but they have all these walking and biking trails behind me, kids. They planted tons of trees. The grass kind of dies out in the winter. Right now it's January, so it's kind of died out, but they keep it up really nicely. And it just goes all through these developments, but they keep these little parks and trail paths going all the way through so you can walk with your family or ride your bike or bring your little kids. There's a park right across the street, one way this way, and then right across the street the other way. I don't know if you can see that. There's a fence right where that car went by. There's like a brown paper fence. That's where they're building the super fries, so it's just right here in the middle of this development. So it's a really cool area, and like I said, it's just growing so fast. Lots and lots of families. Really neat part of town. Gladden Farms is located in northwest Tucson. It's in Marana. It's kind of on the outskirts of Marana. So the houses here, you can get a lot more house for your money out here in Gladden Farms. It's a master planned community. It's far to get to anything, and that's why these houses they're a good deal for families that are wanting a newer house and a great family community. They've built lots of these little parks like you can see behind me. There's lots of parks built in these neighborhoods. There's lots of walking trails, hiking trails, biking trails. They have a lot of like community pools. They just really were thinking family when they built these. So you do get a lot of house for your money, but it's going to take you a good 20 to 25 minutes to get into town, get to grocery stores, get to restaurants, stuff like that. There is like a Circle K and a QT to get some gas, but there's not shopping out here in Gladden Farms. Right now, as we speak, they are building a super fries. So it's going to have, groceries, it's going to have clothes, and it'll have some home items. But that is the first thing out here in Gladden Farms as far as an actual grocery store. So it is a really cool neighborhood. Like I said, you get a lot of house for your money. One of the other really cool things out here, some of these houses, they've built a third car garage, and they built it like a motorhome garage. So it's just like in the neighborhoods. As we drive around, I'll show you that. But Gladden Farms is a really neat, big family neighborhood. They do have an elementary school out here, so kids can go to school. Lots of families, lots of community out here in Gladden Farms. And like I said, they've built lots of grass and parks and splash pads and things like that. So they definitely have families in mind. And I will say Marana is in Tucson the fastest growing area. But right now this is still kind of far out. It's a quick shot to the freeway though, so you can get into town really quickly. But I just want to make it clear it is a little further out, but there's a ton of young families that live out here. So I'm going to take you over to this first house and tell you a little bit about it. Okay, this first house is priced at $459,900. It's 2,040 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms and a 3-car garage. It's on 0.16 of an acre, and it was built in 2019, so it's a pretty new house. That prices this home at $225.44 a square foot. So like I said, you get a lot of house for your money out here in Gladden Farms. It's a really nice area. Like I said, a good family community, very clean. And these used to be old farmlands, so there's a lot of, they kept kind of a lot of these, or they built, I should say, a lot of these white fences. So you still kind of have that farm feel. And there is a heritage farm out here, so they do still farm out in Marana. They also have like a rodeo grounds out here. So there's a lot of stuff to do, but this is on the outskirts of Marana, but it is growing like crazy, and it's growing really nicely, and they're still building out here. I mean, this is the way that Marana is growing. I'm going to drive you around the neighborhood so you can check it all out right now. Okay, so here we are. We're in the Soro Bloom community. This is another master planned community, and they have all these parks, and I don't know if you can see, but there's saguaro studded mountains back there. Just really pretty rocks and mountains. This development kind of backs up right to them. And there's hundreds and hundreds of homes out here. There's different builders. Like I said, it's a master planned community. And they have 2 different swimming pools out here in Saguaro Bloom. They have a workout facility, like a gym. They have splash pads out here, basketball courts. And there's like a little park like this one with play equipment just in every single neighborhood. It's funny, wherever I go, I can stand in one and I can see another one like on another street. So this is a really neat area. When you're here in Saguaro Bloom, again, there's a lot of different builders out here. It's not just one builder. There's lots of, these are all newer homes out here, really nice. You're about 10 minutes from a grocery store, 10 or 15 minutes to restaurants, really nice shopping, stuff like that. You're probably, I'm going to say 15 minutes to the freeway. So you're really, really close to everything you would need. It's a nice family community out here, and it's definitely worth a look. And we'll drive around the neighborhood so you can see a little more of Soro Bloom. We're going to do that right now. Okay, here we are. We're at the second house. This one is located in Saguaro Bloom. This home is priced at $585,000. It's 3,445 square feet, so it's a big home. It has 6 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. It also has a swimming pool out back, and it's on 0.16 of an acre. It was built in 2019, so this is a relatively new home. That prices this home at $169.81 a square foot. So that's a lot of house for your money out here. And that's how Saguaro Bloom is. It's a newer development, but it's kind of on the outskirts of Marana. It's not as far out as Gladden Farms, but And again, it's like 10 minutes to a grocery store, 15 minutes to shopping in major restaurants, 15 minutes to the freeway that you can take right into town. So it's definitely a neat area. It's kind of a newer area. They're still building homes out here. Like I said, there's different builders, so it's worth checking out. I'm going to drive you around so you can see the whole neighborhood. Well, not the whole neighborhood, but some of what Soro Bloom has to offer. What you'll get a feel of what it's like. And we're going to do that right now. This neighborhood is called the Preserves in Dove Mountain. Now, Dove Mountain has thousands of homes. In this preserve neighborhood, there's 650 homes about, and it's in a gated community, really well kept. Everybody keeps up their yards. A lot of these homes in the preserve, the neat thing about this is they back up to this green belt, like you can see behind me, some cactus and things like that, some saguaros. There's a lot of natural land that runs in here, and a lot of homes back up to natural land and not right up to another home. So that's why a lot of people like this neighborhood. The homes are really nice, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this home, and then we'll go drive around the neighborhood so you can see a little bit more as well. This first home is priced at $699,990. It's 1,933 square feet. There's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a 3-car garage. It also has a swimming pool, and it's located on 0.21 of an acre. It was built in 2013, so that prices this home at $363.13 a square foot. So like I said, it's a great house in a great neighborhood. There's a lot of really nice homes in here. A lot of them have like little front courtyards and just a really neat neighborhood. So I'm going to drive you around so you can see a little bit more. Like I said, it is located in Dove Mountain, so it's really close to shopping. It's about 15 to 20 minutes from just zipping straight to the freeway. Once you get on that Dove Mountain Road and you go down, it turns into Twin Peaks, and that goes right to the freeway. So it's a straight shot if you're going into Tucson or even going to Phoenix. You have a pretty quick route to the freeway. So I'm going to drive you around the neighborhood so you can see it right now. So that wraps up our video on Marana, Arizona. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. You'll have to let me know which one of these homes did you like the best. Which one was your favorite? Leave it in the comments for me. I'm curious what your neighborhood areas that you're liking. So let me know that. Again, if you're thinking about moving to Tucson, whether it's in 3 days or 3 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'll be happy to help you out. Until next time, I hope to see you around town. Bye-bye now.